Welcome to Get to the Point. I'm your host, Jessica Spahn, and I'm excited today to bring you a show highlighting the importance of recreation and community, brought to you by the Pointe. Join us each episode and be inspired as we bring you conversations with community leaders who share their experiences, expertise, and explore the role that recreation plays in sustaining well-being and success. What are we waiting for? Let's get to the point. Welcome to Get to the Point. I'm your host, Jessica Spahn, and today I have two very special guests with me that are actually at the Pointe. We have Rachel.
Hello.
Rachel Ponder, I guess I say her whole name.
Yeah.
She's a personal trainer.
Hi, yes.
What's your title? You have a title?
I'm a certified personal trainer.
A CPT.
Yep. CPT.
Is that what you guys call it?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep.
And then we have Blakey, who is a certified stretching coach.
Hi, Jessica. How are you this
Hey,
morning?
Jay. I'm always excellent. I'm excellent as always today. I'm very excited to have you guys on. And for our viewers, this is super, super exciting show because New Year's is just around the corner. And I feel like you guys need a little help, right? I mean, I need some motivation. I always need a little help, even though I'm like, I still need woo, you know?
Yep.
That's why I have you guys on, because y'all are like the helpers. And Rachel, with your past, I noticed, so you did group fitness classes as well as personal training?
Yeah. So I've kind of ran the gamut
in
the fitness world of like what I've done. So I've done sports training. I've done group fitness training. I've done like CrossFit style training. I got certified last year in pre and postnatal training.
Nice. I think we need to put that out there a little more.
Yeah. So
a lot of mamas. A lot of mamas out there, man.
A lot of mamas. As a mama of two, a lot of mamas, we need it.
Yeah.
We need the help.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. So I've kind of like sort of hit it all.
I love that.
Yep.
What I wanted to kind of mention though too with the group fitness and the background that you have is like the importance of community that we were talking about earlier.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I've learned through fitness. So you'll find different types of people, and we were kind of discussing this a little bit of how they are motivated. You have your ones that are more self-motivated. Like for me, like I'll show up on my own and I'll go do it. But a majority of people aren't necessarily that way when it comes to health and fitness.
Yeah.
And you find that a lot of people thrive in that community aspect. And so whether it's group fitness classes or like, I feel like it's a big proponent of like CrossFit has been so successful that, you know, the working out, the exercise is part of it and it's a great part of it. But
it's like
it's
belonging community.
Yeah. It's the people, it's the belonging. It's feeling like, okay, well, if I don't show up today, somebody's going to call me out on it. Somebody's going to know that I wasn't there, or you're just excited to see those people on an everyday basis and like chit chat before class starts or whatever. So, I found that's a really big part of what motivates people to come and show up and consistently show up, because consistency is where you're going to see the results.
Consistency is key.
Yes.
Speaking of consistency and community, Jay, you are a co-founder of the Bear Creek Greenbelt Park Run. Is that all the right words?
That's right.
Okay.
That's exactly right.
Speaking of though community and consistency, every Saturday, right? 8 a.m.
That's right.
Every Saturday. And it's a 5K, right? And it's timed, it's free, and the community comes out, and it's a huge deal.
Yeah, it's part of a international organization where it started in the United Kingdom, where there are over 1,200 different park runs. So
What number
different events.
What number is this? Do they have a number? Do you have a number for this?
The total number of park runs, I don't have that number, but it's held in 34 different countries, and every week in Little Keller, Texas, we have international visitors that come from Scotland or South Africa or Australia, and they have purposely planned their trip around being able to do our little park run to add to all the other park runs that they do. So every Saturday,
right outside Keller Point over by the dog park.
That's right, at 8 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
8 a.m. local time in 34 countries, over 350,000 people participate in Park Run weekly.
Nice.
So it's intended to appeal to both people that are serious runners, but we also have walkers. We have people pushing strollers. We have people that have their dog on a short leash. Just
no one
all
with
comers.
Cats.
All comers, pardon me.
No one with cats.
No, we don't have any kitty
Wait
cats.
till I move to Keller. Yes. I'll bring a stroller.
If your cat'll behave on a leash, then bring
I mean, some do. anything's possible. But okay, so that is super fun. But you, in relation to Keller Pointe, though, well, you're a lot of things. So you're also a Parks Board member, correct?
That's right. 8 years on the Keller Park and Recreation Board.
So this is like your favorite place, your favorite thing. You're
Well,
living the dream.
Yeah, the Keller community as a whole has fantastic amenities that can be used by the community to for the betterment of their health. Keller Pointe, the trail system, the services that Rachel and I provide. It's a very active community. We're very blessed to have all of the different amenities and opportunities to invest in your health.
And the support. We had Mark on last time.
Yeah.
He loves the Keller Pointe.
Yeah, the retail
He's
community.
the city manager. Yeah. It comes in handy. So you do assisted stretching. What even is that for people who don't know about that or haven't done that before? Because I haven't done it yet.
Yeah. So I wouldn't call what we're trying to do a program. I would call it an opportunity for people to
like check in, kind of like tune up, like a tune-up.
In a 30-minute session, we can do an assessment. We can find out what your restrictions are. So whether you're a competitive athlete and you're looking to increase your flexibility in order to better your performance or keep you from being injured, or the senior population who needs to invest in their flexibility in order to maintain.
My hips are already popping.
To maintain a sense of mobility and balance and fall prevention, et cetera, et cetera. So what I intend to do for people is acquaint them to what their needs are, and then to counsel them on what they can do on their own to increase their flexibility. And then in the 30-minute session, because I can create biomechanical advantages, I can give them a really good stretch, a stretch that would be better than what they could get on their own. But I'm not the end-all, be-all. In fact, flexibility is not the end-all, be-all. It's meant as an adjunct to allow people to go through Rachel's program or do their own program where they are doing the right things. And if they're investing 30 minutes or an hour in their health, they're doing that to get the maximum benefit.
So it's all about well-being.
Yeah.
So your background, though, I saw you mentioned biomechanics. I was reading about your bio, which we have on our TVs, I think, and our website. So if you guys want to find out, go there. You were speaking, I guess, about, I don't even know what plyometrics is, but motor control, and then intrinsic versus extrinsic motivation, which I bet Rachel can talk to you as well. But like, explain some of this to me. That's a lot of words.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I was just reading this, I'm like, what's a plyometric? What is a plyometric?
So I went to school for an inordinately long time.
Okay.
I crammed 6 years of education into 8 years.
Nice. Hey.
But in doing that, I got a bachelor and master's degree in biomechanics.
Okay.
And spent 3 years as an assistant strength and conditioning coach at TCU.
Oh, nice.
Where I finished my academic endeavors, and then promptly left that field and had a 30-year business career. So what I'm doing now...
You're like, I'm finally using my college education.
I'm opposite of you. That's so funny.
That's funny, though, because people always say, you're using it.
I did totally opposite of you.
That.
So in my academic career, to answer your question, that's a long answer to, I had the opportunity to do some research, to write some research papers and be
yes,
published.
you've been in published articles in peer-reviewed journals.
Yeah, I wrote that bio, by the way.
I know. I mean, I bios are fun to me. I throw some cat puns in mine if it's like a personal bio, just to make people have to say it. It's a blast. I wanted to kind of give people a background too on your experience to understand like what all they're getting when they have you as an asset, as a partner to work with to get better and stronger and everything.
Yeah. And I think the Pointe has done a great service to their membership by providing us a program like this, or access to a program like this included in their membership. And so the folks that are
Yeah, because this is
that-
new. We've only, how many months? 3 months?
about 2.5 months. Yeah.
So this is new. It's a new service that is included in the membership.
Yeah.
So.
And 60 or 70 people have taken advantage of it to this point. So,
And they have of their own accord, not like the first person that I grabbed on the stairwell.
that's right. So,
I only did that once. They've
I'm-
all just come to him since then. Right.
I'm learning about the different groups that are part of the Keller Pointe.
Okay.
I had a run of water aerobics folks.
Nice.
15 probably ladies that somebody came in, went through the 30-minute session with me, and word of mouth
Of course.
created a windfall of folks that are doing water aerobics but wanted to try out the assisted stretching.
Absolutely. That's awesome. I'm super thrilled because I didn't have any part in setting this up, but it's been really fun to watch this succeed. Because like, again, bringing benefits to the members, to the community, being an asset and helping people stay active and get stronger and just be healthier is a passion of ours. So
Right. And we're trying to, I think, I don't want to speak for Rachel, but we're available to those folks who need guidance and need help. If you're going to spend the time in the gym, you ought to be doing the right things, the things that are going
'cause
to,
you can't hurt yourself.
well, or you waste time. It needs to be purposeful. And the best way to do that is to seek out some,
To set your intentions.
Yep.
To go to a trainer, to get stretched, and then stretch on your own. And then go to the park run and enjoy a group class and try some water aerobics.
yeah,
Stuff like that. Keep it a very well balanced portfolio of
Yeah.
activities.
and live more healthy.
Absolutely. And
Feel better.
this will come into play more too in the spring when we do Fit City, but that's a whole nother thing. It's a blast. But on the topic of community, extrinsic. That's what I wanted to mention with you, because we were talking before the show about the difference.
Yeah.
So how do you work with people who struggle, who like, it's probably hard for people to just even come to you if they're not really like explain kind of your process and how you help.
Yeah, sure. So the way it works is typically people will book an assessment.
Okay.
So then they can do that online or they can do that at the front desk. And whenever that comes through, what I'll do is that assessment, what it looks like for me. The other trainers kind of might have a little different process, but I want to sit down with you and I want to find out all the information that I can. I want to know, like why. Give me your big why. Give me why you're showing up. Why do you need a trainer?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are some things that have worked for you in the past that you've really loved that you haven't? Like, why are you seeking me in terms of, is it the accountability?
Yeah.
Is it just the knowledge of how to exercise?
Someone to watch your
Like,
posture.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
No. And
I need
excuse me.
that.
And like we've had both. I've seen other people show up and reach out to another trainer, and that's literally what he wanted. He wanted a couple sessions of him to watch him do his form. And like other people though, it's the, like we talked about, it's that intrinsic motivation where they need somebody. I'm a hand talker. Where they need somebody there. Firstly, it's so that they'll show up.
Yeah.
One. Like I've literally had a client start with me because like,
you have to.
I won't show up if you're not here. I have a current client that works with me, and every time she shows up, she goes, I wouldn't be here if I wasn't meeting you. Every time she's like, I'm so glad you're here because I wouldn't be here if you weren't here. And so like that's a really big factor for trainers. And so when people come in and we sit down for that first 30 minutes or so, like it's figuring that out is, am I the right fit for you? Are you the right fit for me? What are some things that is absolutely going to make you hate this? What are the things that you really enjoy and love that I can make it a part of what we do? And because my goal as a personal trainer, every time somebody comes to me is ideally to make them feel better when they leave than when they showed up. And so that's what I want for everybody. And obviously Jay as well, like just helping people to live that, feel better in their skin, both from a just like health perspective and confidence, all that good stuff. So
I did have some questions related to stretching. I consulted ChatGPT for some very good questions. I said to ChatGPT, what are the top 5 questions people have about assisted stretch? So The third one, that's 2, this is 3, is assisted stretching for everyone.
Well, I operate on the mantra that the biggest room in the world is the room for improvement.
Oh, love it.
Yeah, a stretching program is for everyone, but stretching is not the end all be all.
Yeah, like you said earlier. Yeah.
You should be flexible enough to invest in the other things that you need to do to maintain your health and well-being. So
Yeah.
if you're
so just kind of serious, more serious.
yeah, if you're walking or
Yeah.
running on a treadmill, or you are using the machines at the Pointe, or you are spending time with Rachel in a personal training, you want to be flexible enough to be able to do those other fitness activities so that you're not injured.
Yeah.
You're not overly sore. You are performing at the level that you need to.
Okay, so can assisted stretching help with pain or injuries? I'm thinking yes, but I'm sure there's a bigger answer.
Yeah,
to that.
so I answered that question in 2 ways. One,
Consult your doctor.
from a risk management standpoint, is I'm not a clinician.
Correct.
So if you've had recent surgery or you have acute pain, I'd rather you not be a part of the assisted stretching. But if you have a hitch in your get along, if you are momentarily restricted in some way or have low back pain,
you kind of work around that. Just communicate.
The minute we started walking on 2 feet, we created postural challenges that create low back pain.
Okay, so if member or non-member, check out, get an assessment with a trainer, because you can see what plan you might want to be on. I mean, we're coming up on a new year, goal setting, and it's good to have someone help you with that. And then obviously members and or day pass holders.
That's right. My understanding is membership or day pass gets you access to the
the stretching benefit is complimentary and included in the membership, in the being there-ness of them. So
right, or a day pass.
Yeah, so just you guys need to look up online, and they schedule you online specifically, right? Or they can do it in the club, or what's best for you?
Yeah, the front desk can schedule them, or they can go to the Civic Rec app and log in.
Okay.
It's under because of the way the software works, to get access to the assisted stretching part of the app, you go to Keller Facility Rentals. And
I do remember that. And so I think for you, I made a special shortened link. And so if you guys have Instagram, it's easier because I have a link tree on Instagram. So it's just and they can it takes them right there. A lot less confusion. So we just need to get more word out about you guys. Because you especially, well, I mean, you're pretty busy now already.
The TVs have helped.
Right?
The TVs have helped.
That's my little, I've had a fun time getting all those updated.
I've had people stop me, not at the Color.
Are they are you that Rachel? Are you Rachel from the TV at Color Pointe?
Are you, do you work in Color Pointe? And I'm like, yeah.
Do you like that?
No, it's just funny because I know there's a whole group of people that don't see me since I'm only there between 9 and 2.
Yeah.
So there's all these people that see me on the TV and they're like, this lady's never here. And they see me out in the public and they're like, there she is.
Out in the wild.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just excited for the big 20th anniversary. You guys have no idea what's going to happen because I don't either.
Nope.
But it's going to be big. I know we're going to kick it off probably.
Coming up here?
Oh, mm-hmm. And Park Run's been around 19 years this year, right?
Uh-huh.
Yep. So, I mean, it feels right to kick it off at Park Run on a Saturday. Maybe then scooch over to the doggy area, have dog costume contests and a dog adoption thing or something really doggy-y for all the doggy-y people who love that stuff. And then round it out over at the outdoor pool and just the whole thing. It's going to be massive. That's just what I'm saying because I have not planned a thing yet. But wait, well, you've met me. Just wait for it. It's going to be epic. Awesome. Okay. So just to close out the show, do you have any advice or like just things that you'd want to say like to someone who is thinking about personal training for you, like anything like just to close out the show, like that they could think on, or like any steps, or I don't know, like just something for like New Year's around the corner, guys.
Yeah.
Here's something.
Sure. Yeah. I would say, as somebody who's been in fitness and been an athlete and, you know, just done all the things for as long as I had and tried to be active, it's if I can, the earlier that I can try to encourage people to start taking some sort of steps in their health and wellness journey, it doesn't have to be a perfect picture. You don't have to like eat the perfect foods all the time, and you don't have to have the perfect workout every day. And, you know, you're going to have seasons where you're going to go through where life's going to be busier and you're not going to get as much in and whatever. But like just staying consistent.
Yeah. Just like never giving up.
Just never giving up, and constantly having your health be, it doesn't have to be like the top priority.
Yeah. But
while I would encourage
I know, right?
it to be like just somewhere, because, you know, especially as I've seen clients who are coming to me in later years wishing and saying it, literally stating the fact that like, I wish
the sooner the better.
I wish I had started this earlier. I wish I had started it sooner. And I feel like I might not be where I am. If the aesthetics is the only thing that's like motivating you to get healthy, well, don't get me wrong, I know that's for a lot of people. Like for a lot, like it's got to be something bigger and deeper that's going to keep you showing up.
For sure.
Like the aesthetics is just like the benefit. Right. It's the great thing.
That's not a big enough why, I don't
but
think.
It's no, that's what I'm saying. Like that's the like effect of it. You know what I mean? Like that's just the extra that you get. Like find that thing that's going to really help you just show up consistently. And sometimes you show up and, you know, you're like, let's go, ready to work out and be fit and all the things. And sometimes you show up just because you need to show up, because getting the 20 minutes in rather than sitting on your couch is going to give you more energy and make you feel better than if you just sat on your couch.
And feel better in the sense too that even mentally that like you honored yourself and your commitment to your well-being.
Showed up for yourself. Yeah.
Because that's huge.
And your family and your friends and the community that we talked about earlier, the people that are expecting you to show up and be there and whatnot. Yeah. Like show up.
Yeah. And I think too, like as we roll into the new year, so I had a life coach once, and it was life changing, because we sat there and did mission statement, values, all that stuff. And for me, like health, having the health, creating a healthy lifestyle to be able to sustain whatever it is I'm doing, if it's a film that I'm making, if it's whatever it is that I'm doing in life, a job, or even as a friend, showing up as a friend, showing up as a whatever, like you can't do that if you're sickly, or if you're like always broken, or, you know, like
if you're always tired, or you start, then that's just it. The older that you get and your body starts breaking down more, you know, if you start being in the doctor's office more often and you're starting to have to be on more medications and things like that, like it just kind of, I want to say, makes life a little bit harder. Yeah. But it is when you have that healthier lifestyle.
And when you look at it for the purpose of a deeper purpose, like it's not just to look good or even feel good. It's literally about being able to show up as your best self. Absolutely. To whatever it is. And that might not be everybody's why, but like I think coming into a new year is a good time for people to like consider taking a little bit of time and thinking about your why, and then taking action on it. Absolutely. With you guys. Yep. What do you have to say, Jay? Stretch time. Stretch time. New Year's, stretch time. What do you want to say to everybody who's about to, it's going to be 2024?
Just to compliment what you guys are saying, you either have to take time to be sick, or you have to take time to be healthy.
Ooh, I like that.
It's really your choice. And
they don't give you healthy time at work, though, off. It's true. I'm just saying. I think we should have some preventative health measures in place.
I'm feeling really healthy today, so I'm going to take the day off.
Exactly. I mean, I'm just saying.
Go enjoy the sunshine. Thanks, bye.
I mean, right? And then you come back even happier because you've got some vitamin D. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's okay.
Hijack that.
And the math, unfortunately, is not fair. It's a lot easier to consume 500 calories than it is to burn
even in like a
calories.
Juice.
That's right. So we have to encourage people to focus on perseverance. Yeah. Small steps, small goals. Celebrate those goals. To build a healthy lifestyle, because you can do it, but it takes time, effort, and commitment. But I'm telling you, it's a lot better to invest your time
Yes.
being healthy than it is in investing time to
Be sick.
consume healthcare. Be
Gotcha.
sick.
What are you waiting for? Get to the point.